Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I'm your host, not your typical chef, Brian Tsao. And today with me is not my regular co-host. Today with me is our guest co-host, Dr. Bernard Chubbyemu. Welcome, Chubbyemu.
Hey.
Welcome, Dr. Bernard.
Thank you so much.
How you doing?
Awesome.
It's good to have you on the show. But we have one more co-host.
We do.
We have Lil Tsao.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Why do I sound like a 5-year-old?
All right, we have a great show for you guys today. On today's episode, if you guys didn't know this, Dr. Bernard here is a pretty damn good cook himself. And we're going to react to some Guga because that's how you and I met is it through Guga?
I think it was through Guga.
I think it was
I've
through
been
Guga.
a Guga fan for years.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
Oh,
He had a picanha video in June of 2019, and that was how I started to learn cook steak.
There you go. He's taught many people steak. So we're going to react to Guga foods today, and not even steak. We're going to check out the Fanta orange chicken on the meat and potatoes of today's episode.
Wait,
So definitely stay tuned for that. Yes, sweetheart.
But it doesn't say Guga.
That's his
channel.
other channel
Yeah.
called Sous Vide Everything.
He has 3 channels.
3 channels.
Actually,
yeah.
I think he has more.
No,
Mostly-
three
but- oh,
channels.
3? Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I think this was his original.
This was his original
and
channel.
then he went to Guga Foods.
You-
And he's also got Guga.
Guga.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know what he told me the other day? He said, "Mark my words, the Guga channel videos will eclipse
It
Guga
will.
Foods channel."
Yep.
Which I believe it. I
Yep.
believe it, especially the type of content he does on there. Which
Oh, yeah.
shout out, both Frenchy and I were featured on that. Was Frenchy? No, Frenchy was featured on the Guga Foods channel where they made French food here at Le Ravage, where we're gonna have dinner later.
That's right.
But moi got featured on the Guga channel where I gave Guga a tour of New York Chinatown.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So so check out that video. All right. Let's see. Let's do some quick shout outs, shall we? Well, we just talked about Guga. Guga was on the podcast a few weeks ago. You guys may have seen that episode. We've done some collab episodes. This time, Frenchy and I solo. Frenchy did a collab video with Guga. I did a collab video with Guga separately. We're not breaking up. The band's not broken up. We're just doing some solo projects. We can do that, right? We can do some solo projects. All right. I do want to mention, however, the last episode of the podcast that came out as of filming today, you guys know we film a little ahead. We checked out Jamie Oliver's reggae video. That video is completely demonetized. Makes
What
sense.
happened?
Well, honey, usually with music in particular, that's usually the killer for YouTube videos. So I knew I was taking that risk with that video, but I had to make fun of Jamie Oliver for that terrible song. I couldn't hold myself back. Anyway, I knew that there was a chance that video potentially could get demonetized. So if you want to help us out, pick up a bottle of Blink Once, or there we go, Blink Once. Dr. Bernard is holding up Blink Once, or a bottle of GOCHUJANG à l'orange. Link in the description below. All right, that's how you can support this channel, or watch us on Spotify, where the videos are uploaded completely uninterrupted, no copyright issues. I don't even think we make money from Spotify for all I know, but that's okay. You can watch the episodes uninterrupted there.
Oh, and also, you can listen to Lost Becomes.
Yes, you can listen to my band, Lost
That's
Becomes, and buy a bottle of Blink Once, Lost Becomes hot sauce, okay? All right, enough plugs.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And GOCHUJANG à l'orange.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, there we go. All right, enough plugs. Dr. Bernard, before we get onto the meat and potatoes, I think we should do something a little different. I want to do the not-so-current news with you. Is that okay?
Okay,
All right.
let's do it.
All right,
I like
headphones on because we always play this little jingle.
Okay, we're doing
All right?
it.
I'll come.
All right, I'm going to dance. You don't have to dance.
Okay.
Does this make you feel awkward?
This is beautiful.
I usually do this with Frenchy.
There you
He's
go.
not here
Okay.
today. All right, there you go. You got in on the last part. All right. I don't think many of these need headphones, but let's just check it out. Let's
Okay.
just go. All right, let's check this out. Millennials are the drunkest generation in human history.
I like how they have a picture of Taylor Swift right there. Okay.
I will agree with this.
Really?
I'm a millennial.
Well, I am too.
Yeah.
Are we I think Gen X and baby boomer. Gen X partied harder than we did,
I think so.
right?
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
I mean, just like in the 80s and
Yeah.
90s when Gen X was in college and high school,
Yeah.
I feel like they partied harder than we did.
I agree. I would
Right?
agree.
'Cause-
Millennials are the drunkest generation.
Di-
I know I get drunk a
Green
lot.
Day Dookie, 1994.
Yeah.
Right? Like to me, that sounds like a college party album.
Yeah.
But that predates because millennials defined by graduating high school in 2000.
Right.
So that's 6 years of Gen X.
Yeah.
And like that partied harder than how we did
I think so.
in the 2000s
I think
in
so.
college.
You know what I think? I think we have in our generation, we have more drugs.
And it's like the synthetic weird
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like it's not like THC
Right.
is not the THC from the hippie era.
Yeah.
It's like the THC that'll cause schizophrenia,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So drunkest in that sense,
Right.
maybe like
They are saying drunk, so that is associated with alcohol.
that is,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
But I
okay.
guess like if you want to extrapolate it further,
Right.
like the most intoxicated in like a synthetic way,
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
that would be the correct way.
Right.
Drunkest though,
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you. What the heck is this YouTube page anyway?
Millionaire Dream.
Okay. What do they got? Some me's. Okay. Well, all right. That's a lot. That's a lot of followers. all right.
drunkest generation in human
I
history.
think after hearing you out, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Gen X definitely outdrank us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say we don't drink.
Yeah, not to
right?
say that we
No,
don't.
No.
But
But dad,
Yes.
you definitely drank and brought your buddies down a hill.
Oh gosh, you're bringing this up again. Okay. So my wonderful Lil Tsao here brought up this story in the car ride over here. So Bernard, Dr. Bernard was featured in the Guar episode of Sandwich Smackdown. That's actually not coming out till Halloween, so there's some time before it comes out.
Okay.
But Dr. Bernard is in town. He's hanging out with yours truly. Frenchy was supposed to be here, but he has some family obligations. But Lil Tsao, I guess my wife told Lil Tsao about this story, so it's story time. Let's
Okay.
take a little break
Story time.
all right.
from the not so current news. When I was in culinary school,
Okay.
the Culinary Institute of America, we call it the CIA. All right, no relation to the Central Intelligence Agency. I went to school much later. I went to college much later. I don't know, I think maybe 23, 24.
Okay.
I was much older than. Actually, that has nothing to do with the story. On the weekends, we would go out into the woods. It was located in the Hudson Valley of New York.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful town. And we would go out into the woods and do a bonfire. And a couple of us would bring acoustic guitars, but also copious amounts of alcohol. And we did a power hour.
Okay.
Now, I should mention, this is my first time doing a power hour.
Oh, okay.
At 24 years old, I had never done a power hour. So anyway, what I thought was every minute on the hour, right? You take a sip.
Mhm.
I was chugging.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I was chugging beers. It's not like I was chugging
Right.
liquor, but it's
But 60,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
60 is
60,
gonna.
So I
get
didn't
you.
quite drink 60 beers, but after about 6, someone came up to me and said, "Dude, like, are you chugging every minute?" I was like, "Yeah." I thought that. He's like, "No, you just take a sip, man." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So anyway, that sets the tone.
Welcome to college.
Welcome to college. Got very intoxicated. At some point, when you drink that much alcohol or that much beer, you have to go urinate.
Mhm.
So, okay, have to go urinate. Now, keep in mind, it's in the middle of the woods, in the Hudson Valley, in the middle of the night. All
Okay.
right, we're far out there, and we have to go far out there so that the school security doesn't find us and force us to go back to our dorms. So we all have flashlights. This was before cell phones. Okay, this was before. Well, we all had cell phones, but we didn't have smartphones with a flashlight function. Okay,
Right.
so everyone had to bring a flashlight or a head flashlight. I decided I'm not going to bring my flashlight. I decided I'm going to turn 180, take 10 steps, and go pee, and then turn 180 and take 10 steps and rejoin the party. That's exactly what I do.
Good strategy.
Yeah, good strategy. I do I think it was like 20 steps, okay? Urinate. A Hudson River is illuminated by the moonlight. There is a train that goes along the Hudson River that I can hear. Choo 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 choo. It's a beautiful sight
Okay.
that I was urinating all over. And but I was finished, and I turned 180, and I start to proceed to take my 20, 30 steps. And then all of a sudden, the ground beneath me is gone, and I start hurtling down towards the Hudson River.
Oh.
Until I land into some water
Okay.
and a thorn bush.
Oh.
So every time I try to get out, I get dug deeper and deeper into this thorn bush.
It was water, not urine, right?
I probably both. I probably urinated into that water.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just hope that wasn't the case. And I'm stuck. At the time, I was maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 pounds heavier than I am now. But I was also intoxicated, so I couldn't get up. All right. I was just stuck in this thorn bush. And I just started screaming, help, help. And I see a flashlight from above me, very far above me, go, Brian, is that you? You go, yeah, help me. I fell down. And they're like, how'd you get down there? I was like, I don't know. Just help me. So they're like, okay. We'll help you. So they created a human chain.
Oh.
And of course, instinctually, the first person you send down is the smallest person. But when you send down the smallest person to try to lift up the biggest person, it doesn't work out too well. So Kelly Brown, shout out to you. I will never forget this. Dear, sweet, sweet Kelly Brown, poor, sweet Kelly Brown. I pulled her into the thorn bush
Oh, no.
with me.
Okay.
So eventually they got us both out. We are all completely cut up. And anyway, that is that's the story.
Okay.
So that's what, and I guess Mom hinted at that story, trying to explain to you how much your dad likes to party. I don't party that hard these days, but anyway, that's the story. What did you keep saying it was? Rolling hill?
No, I said that you brought your buddies down a hill.
Oh, brought my buddies down the hill. Well, yes.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I brought my buddies down the hill. So
Okay.
that's I brought my buddies down the hill story.
All right.
Okay,
Everyone's got a college story.
Everyone's got a college story. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Gen Z women are choosing to date older men instead of their peers.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well, I think Gen Z men must suck. If this is true. If this is true, allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. All
Allegedly.
right. So I have a couple opinions on this. So we hear a lot about how Gen Z starts in like 97 or something, right? I don't agree with that sentiment.
Okay.
I think Gen Z starts, if you saw any semester of pre-pandemic college going back to the Roofies Cup, right? Okay. If you saw any semester of pre-pandemic college, you are not Gen Z. You're a millennial.
Okay.
If you never saw any semester of pre-pandemic university, then you are Gen Z, I think. Because what happened immediately after the pandemic was ChatGPT in education. And I think that totally changed higher education completely.
Right.
Wait, Dad, are you a millennial or Gen Z?
I'm a millennial. Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Bernard and I are both millennials.
Yes.
What about me?
You're Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
Yeah. You're like maybe middle of Gen Z.
But I thought Mom said I was Gen Alpha.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think Gen Alpha's alive yet.
But
So
Little Tsao, just so you know, Dr. Bernard's a lot smarter than Daddy, so
no.
In an academic sense.
Well,
sense.
so this is like almost this is just like a general people thing or cultural thing, right? I think Gen Alpha, like apparently we're in this crisis era. So like if you read The Fourth Turning by Neil Strauss, right? I think it's Neil Strauss and Howe. If you read the book of the generations, you find that apparently in the resolution of this crisis era, like if we win, so to say, the millennial generation becomes this era's GI generation, like the one who fought World War II.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
And then, but that's if we win, right? And then at that baby boom that happens at the resolution of the conflict, that's the next baby boomers, which would be Gen Alpha.
Oh, okay.
So like Gen Z is born during the crisis era. And so like we're ever since 2008, like we're very clearly in a crisis era that still hasn't resolved yet. I feel like I don't like they would say the resolution is undeniable. Like it's like 1945, like win World War II kind of thing.
Right.
Like that's the resolution of the conflict because it started during the Great Depression in 1929, ends in 1945. It was like it's just an absolute resolution. So we're not there yet. So that's why I don't think Gen Alpha is actually alive yet. People keep throwing the term out there, but Gen Alpha is like the next era's version of the baby boomers.
Now, do you think? Oh, well, we're getting deep here. Do you think our resolution that's to come is going to culminate in something like a war, or because times have changed so much, right? Like war is different. I think war is going to be different.
I don't know.
But I also got a question. My little sister is born in 2023. Is she like Gen Alpha?
She might be, right?
She
because
might be,
if it resolves really soon, right, they might give it a couple year leeway because what happens when your younger sister's 20, we don't know yet, right? In 2043, right, we don't know what happens to society. Like there could be some there could be some 1967 kind of hippie awakening. Right, that happens there, and that would be the definition of what qualifies as Gen Alpha.
Very interesting.
And so we don't know that cutoff yet, but I'm almost positive the Gen Z actual beginning is if you never saw pre-pandemic college, right? Or you're the age to have never seen pre-pandemic college.
I'm pretty sure that I lived when the pandemic started. So,
but you never saw college.
You're not in college yet.
Yeah, you weren't in college. Yeah. So you were alive, but you didn't see the college part. So that back to this, I think Gen Z women. So Gen Z women, the oldest ones would be what 2003. So it's maybe too early to say because the oldest ones are born in 2003. The youngest ones are being born right now. So it's hard to say. And then the way that this is stated, kind of says that it kind of gives you the impression that Gen Z women are choosing to date older men more so than other generations. And I don't know if we can conclusively say that yet because half of the generation can't yet, or at least shouldn't be right dating, right? Because it's like, so some of them are super young. Some of them are only 10 years
and
old.
I mean, listen, it's nothing new. A younger woman dates an older man, right? There's things for younger women to be attracted to, whether it's financially, experience, right? Things like that. So that's nothing.
So maybe this is an engagement bait statement with an AI image of a younger lady and what's presumed to be an older guy because he's salt and pepper.
That's exactly what this is.
So it's engagement bait for both sides who are very staunchly on one gender's side versus the other. And so they're gonna incite like a fight inside the comments.
And then it gets 68,000 likes.
That's right.
There you go. All right. We've put it all out there, guys. And hey, listen, when I said that Gen Z dudes suck, if you found offense to that, you suck. All right, moving on. So,
wait. So, Dr. Bernard, am I Gen Alpha or Gen Z? You didn't answer that.
I'm pretty sure you're Gen Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're very solidly Gen Z. Your sister, we're not sure. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we have to see what happens 20 years from now. All right, good point. I've never thought about it that way. But then again, I don't really think. Okay, moving on. Why Adam Sandler cast the same actors in his movie. You know, Frenchy and I have spoke a little bit about this.
Okay,
but,
all right.
Let's check this out. So, because of creative control, he regularly casts his close friends and family to create a fun and familiar environment both on and off screen.
Okay.
So Adam Sandler once said, "I didn't get into movies to please the critics. I got into it to make people laugh and have fun with my friends. It's a mindset that has defined his decades in comedy, prioritizing joy, audience connection, and collaboration over critical approval. Sandler founded his own production company back in '99, which has released almost all of the movies he has produced ever since. So, thoughts?
So this is interesting because in my YouTube videos, I film the reenactments. A lot of people don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in front of the camera narrating it, but I'm also behind the camera filming those reenactments.
Yeah.
And I get the comment that a lot of times there's one particular actor who shows up over and over and over again in the videos. And it's because he's actually one of my good buddies. He's actually probably one of the best friends I've made as an adult. And it's funny because he has such a broad range of characters, right? In one, he's dying of, drinking too much caffeine by accident. And then another one, he's selling pork tacos from an illegal food truck, but he's also like the doctor of the patient who gets sick in that same video, right? And then he'll die multiple times and then come back as like somebody's dad, or, then he'll get sick himself again. So what's interesting about this is that when you work with people in this kind of capacity of like filming, they get a sense of your style, and they know what you're expecting, and then you know what to expect from them. And so that reciprocal working relationship, I think, is super powerful. And so a lot of times, if you know somebody's range and you know how somebody will behave under certain circumstances, it almost makes the decision a little bit easier for you.
Right.
The downside is that then the audience starts to notice, wait a second, this is the same person that keeps showing up over and over again. But there's like some logistical issues, because it's like sometimes you might book an actor, you rented out the location, you have the crew and everything, spent thousands of dollars booking everything for that day, and then that person doesn't show up that day.
Right.
And now what?
Or you don't get along with them.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like all of a sudden now the working is kind of disjointed.
Yep.
So I totally understand where he's coming from.
100% agreed. And you know what? Kitchens are the same way. You want to work with people you're comfortable with, that you have joy with, that you trust, that it's a relaxed atmosphere. Now, in my scenario, I'm making sandwiches, and this is where I think Adam is being very smart, is that when people come to my place for a sandwich, they want consistency. They want to have that sandwich over and over again because they understand it, they know it. And guess what? Adam Sandler more or less found his audience and is doing the same thing with his movies, right? Because, yeah, they're not critically acclaimed, but there's an audience for his style of movies.
Huge audience, yeah.
And it's a huge audience, and he's making money, and guess what? He's able to hire all his friends and family. But you know what a lot of people don't think about, or what I think a lot of people don't think about, is particularly behind the scenes, a director uses the same people over and over. Same cinematographers, same music people, same editors, for multiple projects. So it's a lot more common than you think. Again, more clickbaity headlines. But
yeah. Although this one I understand, just from a logistical standpoint, and it is always good to get new folks in. Yeah. So, you will work with new people, and it's always great to broaden that perspective. But for certain things where you might not have a lot of time, like call up your buddy and say, hey, I got a thing tomorrow. You got a moment? Right? And do it that way.
So I did not know that you were behind the cameras for your reenactment.
Yeah.
So what about the Guga video? Were you behind the camera for that?
I was filming that whole thing.
Really?
I filmed that whole thing. I flew to Miami, and I did the collab to be in Guga's video the first day. The second day, he was in my video. I brought my I hauled my camera to Miami, the tripod, and the costume, and then he cooked the burger. He had a chef. I think he's still there, Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah, Howard's still there.
Howard,
yeah, shout out to Howard. And then so we had the whole crew that was there, and they were all there that day, so they were cheering him on as if he were at the restaurant
at his outdoor like party area.
Yep.
Yeah, I know exactly where all that was filmed, and I did not know you were behind the camera.
And then he had the lights, so good thing I didn't have to bring the lights.
I didn't respect you before, but now.
Oh, thank you,
now, Dr. Bernard.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, honey, what's that called? What did I just do? Sarcasm. Okay. So, all right. Dude, that's very cool. Very, very cool. That's so cool. All right, moving on. Some male spiders give their mates a meal before. Let's move on from this. Oh, yeah, she's gonna hear it.
Okay.
SEX to avoid being eaten.
Okay.
Male
Yeah,
spider.
I know like black widow spiders. The widow part of the name comes from the fact that the female eats the male after the act of
Intercourse.
procreating.
Yes,
And
procreating.
so,
That's it.
yeah,
Good word.
this is interesting that they're starting to evolve, and like there's culture behind the species.
That's so
Right?
insane.
It's maybe the male might take the female out for a nice
Yeah.
French meal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And who knows, right? But it is interesting. I lived in a high rise in Chicago
Mhm.
that had the biggest spiders I'd ever seen. They're literally the size of my hands
In Chicago?
in Chicago. And I remember it was like on the 40th floor, and it just somehow crawled in. Biggest thing, and it was hanging out by the window, and like there's no way to get it because
Right.
it's the size of your hand. You
Right.
you grab it. It's scary too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it looks
I
scary.
wouldn't.
So,
I wouldn't want to touch
yeah,
that.
you take a vacuum
Yeah.
and then boom.
Yep.
Oh, it was the worst feeling ever. And I
Was
was
there
like,
an infestation, or you think someone's like pet spider got loose?
no, I did like the spiders in that building were like that. Like there were multiple. There was like a family,
Ugh.
like
Ugh.
multiple ones. And I think they ate birds. Like there's no way that they were like they could have gotten that big with just eating.
Right,
breads.
right,
Yeah,
right.
There's
right,
no way.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
So
they don't
I-
get that big eating ants.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know Chicago had spiders that big. I haven't seen spiders that big in New York. I've seen rats the size of cats.
Oh, yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the subway. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. Bill Burr.
Okay.
Comedian Bill Burr plays drums on stage with Primus for Too Many Puppies.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on Primus?
I like Primus.
I like Primus.
Yeah.
Primus is dope.
I
It's a band.
Yeah.
It's
What kind of band?
I would say a quirky rock band.
very quirky.
Very quirky.
And their aesthetic is like purposely trying to be like the Brown album.
yeah.
What
right, like-
kind of quirky band?
You know what? In the car ride home, we'll let you listen. It's a little weird, but a little
No.
weird.
Yeah, like they have an album called Sailing the Seas of Cheese. And then they're trying to like make the White album. That was what the Beatles did, but they made it the Brown album. So it's like they try to make it like a grotesque as like part of the sense of humor.
Yes.
And so Les Claypool on bass, amazing.
Amazing basis.
Amazing.
Amazing basis.
Yeah. I do like my Primus.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him live yet though.
No?
No, not yet.
So I never disliked Primus, but I wasn't a big Primus fan ever.
Okay.
I always respected Les Claypool. It wasn't until I saw them live.
Okay.
I love Primus now. They are so good live.
Okay.
Amazing live. They were opening for Slayer on
Oh.
their farewell tour.
Okay.
I was there
nice.
for Slayer.
Nice.
And Primus was there, and I was blown away. So
Wow.
for anyone who has not seen Primus before, you are missing out. If you like Primus,
Wait,
you will love Primus after seeing them live.
Wait, so I'm missing out?
You're missing out.
You're missing out.
100%.
They are.
You can't
pretty
just
awesome.
you can't just listen and watch Lost Becomes for your entire life, darling. Okay, you can, but I think you should maybe check out Primus.
Can you tell the editor to put on a sad face emoji?
Sure, just
Okay.
stay still. Look in the camera and stay still.
They
That
had
face
a-
emoji.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill Burr's a pretty good drummer. from
Really?
What I hear.
And
Yeah,
then they
yeah.
had Justin Chancellor on bass.
Did they? Wait, where?
Yeah, it says in the caption. Yeah, Fool's Justin Chancellor.
Theater mind.
Oh, at the Greek. Okay. All right.
All right.
Wow.
Have you seen Tool live?
I missed the chance to.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. I've seen them. I saw them twice in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's interesting. So I'll put music references in some of my videos,
Yeah.
and people can't believe that I listen to the music that I listen to. Like, I don't know, for some reason they just don't expect that I would listen to music like this.
Well,
but
we've
yeah.
connected over Dream Theater.
We did.
Yeah,
Dream
yeah.
Theater.
Dream
Yeah.
Theater.
There's a Dream Theater show in New
Yeah,
York.
Yep.
Yep.
So every time Dream Theater plays in New York, my buddy takes me with him because he always goes.
They're from here.
Yeah, they're from
Yeah.
here. He doesn't live in New York anymore, but every time they play, he comes into town because he lived in New York for a long time. And last time we saw them together was at Radio City.
Nice.
Sold out show.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Love Dream Theater.
Nice.
Megadeth's next album
Hey,
will be
back to
their
music.
last.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right.
Global farewell tour to start next year.
Is this going to be like the Rolling Stones? Every next tour is the farewell tour?
You know, I think I think this is for real with Megadeth.
I think so.
I think so. They've had a good go, but Dave Mustaine's looking a little rough lately.
Really?
Yeah, he's looking a little rough.
It's just kind of average. What is he? 64 now? So average 64-year-old.
Let's look that up.
I think he's because he was like 23 when
Dave. Yeah, but he also did a lot more drugs than the rest of. Oh yeah, 63. Wow, you were spot on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but he also did a lot more drugs than the rest of the guys in Metallica. He got booted out for being a bit of the saucer. You know what I mean?
I guess, but I mean, just like look at Ozzy, right? I mean, Ozzy was super successful.
Yeah, but
maybe even more
Ozzy
so.
Probably has tiger blood in him.
Yeah, didn't they say like they did a genetic test on Ozzy and like he was able to survive like certain
the
ingestions?
76.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, Ozzy had a good go and he went hard.
Oh yeah.
He went hard.
Dude, and it was just kind of like almost poetic that it was like 2 weeks after the final show.
Can you believe
the
that?
final show of all time?
Yeah.
Raised like millions of dollars for a kid's charity.
And he did it in his home country.
Right. Sitting in a chair.
Yeah. He gave it his all.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely. As far as Dave Mustaine, listen, I really say it ain't so, but I also kind of wouldn't be surprised if it was the last album. I also wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being like a Slayer thing where, Slayer still plays festivals.
Right. Oh yeah, Kerry King is opening all these shows. Like we saw a bunch of these shows last year in Houston, and like Kerry King was at a lot of them. Yeah. It was cool.
But yeah, I think Megadeth will still play these big giant, stadium shows and festivals and stuff like that. But maybe as far as putting out albums and touring behind them, it's a grind. I mean, my band Lost Becomes does not tour that much, and the little touring that I do, it's tough, man. It's tough on the body.
It's tough, but like the touring, like the whole thing changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had said like it was Ticketmaster that changed it all because like they like own some of these venues now.
They pretty much are like
they just own everything.
They just own everything.
Yeah, and like makes it impossible. It's like total gatekeeping.
Yeah,
and so it's like a lot of live music has become. It's not the same as it was back in the 90s, right?
And they already lost their record sales, right? Streaming doesn't pay much anymore, so it may not be worth it for him to do tours, and just worth it to do festival gigs, because I know for sure festival gigs pay a lot better. It's just one date. They fly in, they do their thing, and leave.
They pay.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of people. Yeah. Can we? What did the caption say on the Dave Mustaine one? So it says farewell tour, and then they announced it with the AI slop video. Okay.
Wait, what? Where are you seeing that?
The first comment, they generated an AI slop video.
Oh.
Dad,
yes.
Can I have some?
Yes. Here you go. Can you pass that to us? All right.
Yep.
Well,
so let's see that the last
Megadeth. Drink from the
yes,
bottom.
yes, you can drink from the water.
The last Megadeth album that I kept track of. No, there was one in 2004. The System Has Failed. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember I went to FYE to pick it up that day because it was still a CD. That was what, 2004?
Yeah. That's when CDs were still a thing.
It was like the very last remnants of CDs, because like that year in 2004 is like Volume 3, Ashes of the Wake, Lamb of God, yeah. Mastodon, Leviathan came out.
Oh, such a good year.
That year. Oh, and then Rise Against.
Yes.
Siren Song of the Counterculture.
Yeah. Good year in music.
Yep. Really good year.
All right.
Yep.
Well, you'll definitely catch me at the New York Megadeth show. 100%. 100%.
Hell yeah. Nice.
All right, moving on. Trent Stamp, who played Zod in the Superman films, has sadly passed away at the age of 87.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Okay, rest in peace. So I'm not super familiar with
R.I.P.
I mean, I know he played Zod, but he's been in this dude has been in a ton of movies. I'm trying to see. Superman 2. Doesn't say his other movie.
10 years older than Ozzy.
Yeah, there you go. Still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. In Japan, you can pay to vanish without a trace, and it's 100% legal.
So what do they mean by
outta here.
vanish without a trace? Is it like legally?
In Japan, there are companies known as Yonegeya or night movers who, for the right price, specialize in making people disappear.
Is this like legalized human trafficking?
Yeah, for real. Or human disappearing from one life from one's life is not just a desperate act, but a recognized phenomenon known as Johatsu or evaporation.
Okay.
With the help of discreet night movers, thousands quietly abandon their homes each year, fleeing abuse. Oh,
fleeing debt.
Debt.
That kind of
shame.
sounds like this is something like that's run by the mob.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And we all know that, you know, the Yakuza run everything in Japan, so that's why it's legal. Allegedly, according to this. No arguments, no scenes, just a silent removal in the middle of the night, leaving behind nothing but an empty space. The reasons differ: an abusive home, relentless debt, crushing shame, or the unshakable weight of expectation.
So where do they go?
Some seek more than escape, asking for new identities, changing appearances, or a one-way journey to a place where no one recognizes them. This is known as Juhatsu. A word means evaporation. Many of those who disappear drift into places like Kamagasaki, where the past is never questioned. Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
It's believed that more than 100,000 people take this path each year.
What?
In Japan, vanishing isn't always a mystery. Sometimes it's a business. If you like interesting...
Oh.
Okay, all right. I mean, I get a lot of the not-so-current news from here.
This is, okay. 100,000 people doing that. I mean, I would hate to be a bank to have to issue loans to these people, and then they just disappear overnight.
Yeah. Oof. All right. Well, there you go.
You know, there is one thing though that's interesting about like the Yakuza.
Yeah.
They have like the tattoos, right? The Chinese gang, the triads, they have the same tattoo.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and like the initiation of like the tattoos going all the way. And like the triads weren't like, they were originally like a patriotic society, like protesting the fact that outsiders had captured the capital. And then they slowly became like organized crime.
Right,
but
right.
like they were like originally like a rebellion.
Well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Women who clean a lot are less interested in having... let's skip this one.
Okay.
Today is International Left-Handers Day.
Oh, interesting.
That's right, baby. Left-Handers Day.
Oh, you're left-handed?
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Oh,
yeah.
I was born left-handed. My mom forced me to be right.
My parents tried to force me to be right-handed.
Oh, and they
wow.
I think I was just too stubborn because I'm stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stubborn too.
Yeah.
Are you left-handed?
No, she's not left.
Right-handed. Yeah, I was when I started to learn how to write. My mom, I remember very clearly. My mom would take hold of my right hand and force me to write with my right hand. And then when we were done, at the end of the session, I would then start writing with my left, and it would make her mad. And then like she would let me do it a couple times, and then like it forced me to be right.
Yeah, I don't have memories of that, but I know for a fact. According to my parents, they tried very hard, and they were just like, "All right, well, okay, you'll be fine."
Okay.
Being left-handed does have its struggles, but not so bad.
Okay.
Moving on, AOL will shut down dial-up internet after 34 years. I did not know that was still a thing.
I thought it had shut down already.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do you want to know some more not so current news from me?
Sure.
So like this thing is going viral where this guy named Schlep was banned for trying to expose Roblox dirty secrets, and
Schlatt? Jay Schlatt?
Schlep.
Oh, Schlep. Okay.
Yeah. Like, and he was getting rid of these predator things, and Roblox banned him and threatened him to sue him or something if he ever tried to come on again. And then Blah by Mike is stepping in to do a case against Roblox to explain why Schlep should go back on Roblox, because after all, he's helping to get rid of these stupid predators.
I did hear that there was Roblox drama recently.
Oh,
plus,
yeah, I did hear something about
everybody says Roblox is gonna be cooked, and if Schlep and Law by Mike wins, Roblox is gonna be safer place for not just thousands of children. It's also me too.
Yeah.
Maybe even if this happens.
Bleep out that name, please.
Oh,
little sister.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Let's get on to the meat.
Well, there's this AOL, right?
Yes.
So You remember those days, right? In 56K mode. Actually, even before, it used to be like, I remember
32, something like that.
2880 or something, right? And like it would beep in different ways. Right. And
that's what I had for the longest time, and everyone would make fun of me. Oh, Brian doesn't have 56K. Anyway.
We didn't get broadband until like thousands.
Really?
Yeah. And so it was 56K all the way back in 2001. We still had.
Well, you know, I probably didn't have broadband until around that time myself, because I moved to mainland China in.
Oh, that's right.
In 99.
Yeah.
And I don't think they had broadband.
Right.
Like broadband wasn't widely available at that time, so I was still very much using dial-up. I remember that. Yeah. Good old dial-up.
That was a different time and a different internet back then. I kind of feel like it was maybe better that way.
Well, it was simpler.
Simpler
time. Yes.
Can you put on that funny music again when at a random, very unnecessary time?
What random music?
No, like the music you played at the beginning and we both started dancing.
Oh, this? All right, this will be the outro music to the Not So Curt News.
There we go.
All right, because we got to get into the meat and potatoes. We're having a lot of fun with Dr. Bernard here. All right, there we go. Dr. Bernard gets in there for
nice.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All
right, meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes.
All right.
They said Fanta is why orange chicken is so good, so we tried it. I know the secret to orange chicken. I can tell you later if you want. Okay.
Yay.
Did I react to this already? Shit.
Oh, did you?
Have reacted to this already.
Okay.
All right, well, let's check it out.
All right. Well,
when we talk about orange chicken, this is what I have in mind. It is delicious, and if you've ever had Chinese takeout, you know exactly what this tastes like.
All right, so can you
Now, it was
pause right
brought to
here?
my attention that
Yes.
So they said Chinese takeout. I don't know if I've ever seen this in like the couple times I've been to China.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't exist over there. This is an American thing.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is very much an American thing, but there's a lot of Chinese cuisine that is similar to this, but they don't. This particular dish doesn't really exist. For example, tang su li ji, sweet and sour chicken.
Yes.
Right. But it's also very common for the protein in Chinese cookery to be cut either into strips or chunks and then breaded and tossed in some kind of sauce.
Oh yeah.
And usually that is then mixed into some kind of vegetables, right?
That was something that got me, is that I guess long time ago, they used to consider it barbaric to eat giant pieces of meat. Right. And so like still they cut it up, right? Like they serve it to you cut up.
I mean, Lil Tsao, can you please not do that?
They cut up the pieces. Right. And so it's like when I show like people over there, I'm eating the steak.
Yeah.
It's like a strange concept to them.
Yeah, it is.
Right? They're like, wait, what? Like you don't cut it up?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I cut it up while I'm eating. And they're like,
why would you do that?
Yeah, right. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's different ways of eating. And also what differs in the East to the West is typically in the West, you don't put the sauce, you don't toss the fried item in a sauce because you don't want to mess up the breading.
Right.
But in Chinese cookery in particular, that's desired because you're using the breading to capture more sauce.
Right.
some Asian countries are using this instead, Fanta chicken. And today we're going to find out if this is good or bad. Now for today's experiment, I'm going to be using...
In your entire time visiting China, because you've been too many times, have you ever seen Fanta chicken?
I've not seen Fanta chicken. I have seen Fanta as a drink.
Yes, I've seen Fanta as a
I've seen
drink.
that.
I've not seen Fanta chicken. But
chicken breast. Now the first thing I needed to do is to go ahead and cut up in small pieces. I was looking for about 1-inch cube. Once that was done, this is what I got. The important thing was to make sure that every piece was cut the same size. This way they will cook evenly. In order to really find out if Fanta chicken is better than orange chicken, we're going to be splitting this thing in half. One I'll be cooking it the traditional version of orange chicken, and the other one will be the Fanta chicken. Don't ask me why, but for some reason the ones from the bottles always taste better, and that is the one I'm going to be using for today's experiment. Now the first
I think some people say maybe they use real sugar instead of corn syrup. There's an argument to be made about that.
You know, I'll give it to you though. Like sometimes soda in a can doesn't taste the same
100%.
as soda from a glass bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I swear it's different.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Like even if it's Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah.
Like Mountain Dew seems to come out a little bit more flat from the can.
Yeah.
Rather than from the 2-liter.
Yeah.
I
agree with that. And also soda from the fountain.
Yeah.
Tastes completely different.
Well, they have they in the new Coke machines, they have vanilla Fanta, cherry Fanta.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like because it's just recycling some of the flavors, but like you can get Fanta that's not orange, and it's like one of my favorites out of those machines.
Yeah, I love those machines.
Cherry Fanta. Yeah.
I love cherry soda.
That's when they're installed right though. Sometimes they don't install it right and it tastes horrible. But,
Now, when it's right,
Bruh.
when it's right, it's right.
First thing to do is to go ahead and get the chicken seasoned. I first went in with some black pepper, followed by garlic powder, smoked paprika, and of course salt.
Okay,
Once
so
that
can
was
we
done,
pause
I
right
dumped-
here? So, as a chef,
Yeah.
is there an order to put that in? If you put the salt before the pepper, or if you put the garlic first?
No, not if you're marinating.
Okay.
Yeah, not if you're if it's all gonna sit there, for example, an hour or overnight, whatever it is. No, I don't. You know, oftentimes when I'm doing big batches of protein like this with dry spices, I have the dry spice already done.
Okay.
I do that separately.
Oh, okay.
And then I measure with a measuring cup how much of the spice mixture
You measure
goes into the mass. So I'm not doing one at a time because, you know, every case of chicken, for example, chicken breast, every case I get in is 40 pounds. So I'm doing 40 pounds at a time. So if I did one shaker at a time, it would take forever.
Okay.
So we have like maybe, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 20 gallons of spice mixture ready at any time.
Okay.
So that if we need to produce a case of marinated chicken breast, just take a measuring cup, scoop in, good to go.
Amazing.
Mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dunked the whole thing in Fanta. Oh yes. I'll be honest with you. I've never thought I would be doing something like this. But since many of you requested and say that this is fantastic, I have to give it a try. But as of right now, this does not look very appetizing. So I threw everything into the sous vide bag, vacuum sealed it, and cooked it sous vide at 149 degrees Fahrenheit for 4.
Soda is a great way. Flavored soda is actually a great way of transferring flavor.
Really?
Yeah. Number one, sweetness or saltiness will enhance flavor, right? So anything else that's in there it's going to get enhanced. And
what if it's diet soda?
That I don't know. I actually that's a great question.
Okay.
All I can tell you is that sweetness will enhance flavor. So anything that's around that sweetness will get elevated, just like salt.
Okay.
Right? But flavored sodas like Fanta, for example, they're using artificial, ingredients to give you that orange flavor. But once it gets dissipated through the protein, because protein has a ton of water, it mellows out, and it actually will give you, in my opinion, a good flavor of, for example, orange.
Okay.
I know the secret ingredient to orange chicken. I'll just tell it to you right now. It was Tang powder.
Oh.
I used to work in a Chinese takeout restaurant, and they had tons of Tang powder.
Okay.
And that's what they would use in the orange chicken.
So you're telling me I can make raspberry lemonade chicken from Crystal Light if I wanted to?
If you wanted to.
Okay.
If you wanted to. Now,
interesting.
Why you would want to, I'm not going to judge.
Why not?
But why not?
Why
right?
not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh wait, Dad, I remember this one video that I saw, and it said we listen and we don't judge. That's a lie.
wait, you said raspberry, and what was the other flavor?
Raspberry lemonade.
Okay.
So that's like my favorite Crystal Light flavor is the raspberry lemonade.
So actually, if you were to tell me to make a dish with this, All right, I'll marinate the chicken just like Guga's doing here.
Okay.
But I'll probably and I'll bread it and everything, right? But I'll probably make that chicken and put it on top of a salad with a raspberry lemon dressing. I think that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so then if that works, Tang and Crystal Light, they're diet.
Yeah.
So then diet would maybe technically work.
It could work. There's only one way to find out.
Okay, so we could have like cream soda chicken if we wanted to.
Wanted to.
All right.
If you wanted to. I'm not sure about the cream soda, but I think lemon raspberry actually could work, because
maybe like a cream soda chicken with like a bunch of actual sour cream on top of it and like mixed into like a burrito bowl kind of ish,
actually,
right?
that could work.
Right, you get the sour and the salty and the sweet together.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, there's only one way to find out.
That's
you
right.
Experiment. Okay. It could taste like poop, but
or it could just be the most delicious thing ever.
The most delicious thing. You don't know until you've tried it, baby. You don't know until you try it.
45 minutes. This will cook the chicken all the way through. Now for the more traditional version, this is how it's gonna go down. I use the other half of the chicken. This one I season with a good amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, garlic powder, and also smoked paprika. Mixed everything well to ensure all of them was fully seasoned. As the next thing to do is to go ahead and make a batter. So for that, I got some all-purpose flour, followed by cornstarch, and a tiny bit of baking soda. Mixed everything well and combined the dry ingredients. As the next thing to do is to go ahead and split this in half, because one, I'm going to be making a batter, and to do so I just had to add some water. I kept adding water until I had the consistency of pancake batter, just like this. Not too thin and not too thick. Now whenever I coat my chicken, I want it to have nice little...
A lot of people don't usually understand the why of putting cornstarch into a batter. And when you're breading something, one thing that the cornstarch, it's going to get crispy. That's one of the major benefits. But cornstarch actually doesn't brown very well. That's where the flour comes in, so you get that caramelization.
Okay.
But another thing that cornstarch does is it absorbs moisture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does really good to absorb moisture. So if you bread something as you cook it, all those juices that leak out of the protein right before the water's cooked out, it'll actually absorb a lot of moisture.
Okay.
Versus, and still hold its shape, versus just a purely flour batter. You'll notice it'll crumble much faster. It'll still be crispy, especially if it's fresh, but if it sits for a long time, it doesn't hold moisture as good.
Okay, I didn't know
crevices. So for that, I learned a trick long time ago. That is to distribute a little bit of this batter on the flour mix we just made. You want to mix everything up and break up these little pieces, as these will stick to the chicken. After letting my chicken rest in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, you can see that the salt has penetrated deeply in there. The next thing to do is to go ahead and throw everything into some all-purpose flour. Yes, flour by itself, nothing else. The key here is to get a nice thin layer of coating of flour. Make sure to shake any excess as needed, because take a look. A nice thin layer is exactly what I was looking for. Now to finish up the breading, into the batter mix I threw all of my chicken. Mixed all of it together to ensure that every single one got coated, then into the flour mix it went. Moved them around to ensure full coverage, as once I was done, I laid them down on a nice baking sheet.
Okay,
now this is the fully raw chicken.
Yeah, twice battered basically, or twice coated is definitely the way to go with frying. 100%. If you only do one coat, usually that coat will fall off.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want like really robust breading, go twice.
Okay.
However, we still have our Fanta chicken to go, and by this time they were fully cooked. So I opened up the bag, laid them down on a cooling rack, and repeated the same exact process I did just right now. As now it was time to go outside and deep fry them. I first started with the raw chicken though. Threw them there nice and easy, kept the oil at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and cooked them until I got a nice golden brown color. And I'll be honest with you,
you can't be outside for more than a couple minutes.
No. It's so brutal out there. I was just in Florida for a week. I mean, we were lucky. It actually wasn't that bad. There was a lot of overcast, but we're on vacation in Orlando, and dude, it's so really hot.
It's beautiful when you're driving, right? But you can see the thunderstorms coming.
Yeah.
And then it storms, and then it's still hot.
Yeah.
And then like another storm comes later that day. It's like even hotter.
Yeah.
And it's like it's wet everywhere. Like you feel like you're like swimming and it feels like you're swimming through the air.
Yeah.
with nicely, perfectly deep-fried chicken. Once I was
Oh,
done deep frying every single one of them, I started with the Fanta chicken. Now I immediately noticed one big difference.
brown
I had
much
to turn
faster.
up the oil heat much more because remember the chicken is already fully cooked. I didn't want them to overcook. But in the end, this is what I was left with.
Yeah, it's already cooked. So
Okay.
yeah, you want to get it in there, in and out.
Yeah,
as fast
otherwise
as-
it's gonna be dry as. Oh, okay.
Take a look at them side by side. We got the Fanta chicken on the left and the raw chicken on the right. You tell me which one would you rather eat. However, in order to be orange chicken, it's not done yet.
Not gonna
as we
lie,
need
I
a
would take the one on the right,
Yeah,
but I think that's just because of the shape.
right.
It doesn't really have anything else to do.
Simple and easy sauce to make, and here's how. Into a skillet, I threw in some oil, followed by some garlic paste, ginger paste, and green onions. I want to cook this up for about 1 minute. Remember, everything here burns quite quickly, so I try not to overdo it and kept it under low heat. As the next thing to do was to go ahead and add this incredible liquid mixture. And to make it, it is super easy, and here's how. Into a container, I threw in some chicken stock, followed by soy sauce, some miriam, orange juice, and to finish
Mirin.
it off, orange zest. Now mix everything together and that's it. Now as soon as I added that mixture, the only thing left to do was to go ahead and add 2 other ingredients. First was a good amount of sugar. This is up to your preference. Add as much sugar as you like.
Okay, particularly for this sauce and this style of chicken, it's a lot more sugar. Like if you think you put in enough sugar, it's actually not.
That's too many carbs for me.
Yeah,
Like right out the gate.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this because it's already fried.
right,
And
right.
and the other one has soda in it. Presumably not diet soda.
Yeah.
So that's also filled with sugar.
This is just tons and tons of sugar.
This is more sugar than protein.
Yeah, at this point. And also, a lot of people don't realize how much sugar and fat and salt is in restaurant cooking. It's a lot more.
I'm
than-
always kind of afraid of that,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like a lot of times I'll eat steak
Mhm.
at nighttime at a restaurant
Mhm.
and I'll get a side and I think the side is spinach.
Yeah.
But it's got other stuff in that
Yeah.
spinach and I'm just like, did I just eat like a whole day's worth of carbs in this one
100%.
little dish? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, probably did.
More or less. Yeah. I always say to all my cooks, they don't pay us to be pussies with the salt.
Well, salt's fine.
Yeah.
But
But that also
sugar-
that rings true for everything. It's like, hey, we're going for a specific flavor profile. If it doesn't taste sweet enough, then it's not sweet enough. Like, don't cook with your eyes. You have to cook with your eyes. But
Well,
like,
here's my question,
Yeah.
right? So you lived in China for a while, and the flavors there, at least on this kind of stuff, are a lot more muted.
Mhm.
Do you think like that's an American taste? Is because like when folks come out here from
Yeah.
over there, they're like, "Holy crap, American food is so overwhelming."
Yeah.
Like I'd just give an example, like my mom, right? The
Mhm.
desserts are always too sweet for her. Like
Right.
she had never had an American dessert that she was okay with.
right.
She goes over with me to the mainland for the first time ever,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Wow, I can actually eat desserts."
Right.
Right. And it's
Right.
like you eat them and they're just more muted.
As far as Chinese American cuisine goes, yeah, it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot sweeter
Okay.
than
Just
we're
very
used to
intense
having.
flavors and like it's always like pushed very far one way on
Yes,
the spectrum
yes.
of taste.
And
Right.
but you have to remember, they're catering to people who they basically want them to get addicted to the food, right? So if you're not used to having that food and you have this sweet and sour chicken and it's a complete flavor bomb, whether it has a ton of sugar or not, it's a flavor bomb. So it stands out in your mind, and if you enjoy it, you're going to come back for it. But if everything is, it's almost like a treat to yourself, right? And the problem becomes when the treat to yourself is a daily occurrence.
Right.
And I think that's kind of how it came together. Is like, oh, these guys really like the sweet chicken. All right, we'll give them
Okay.
more sugar.
All right. So this is gonna make it like the sticky like appearance with all the sugar in it, right?
Yeah,
It'll make
yeah,
it
yeah.
like kind of viscous.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
that's a
and
big part of the
sticky.
texture.
Yeah.
It's very liquidy, and yes, he gets it thick with cornstarch, but a big part of it is because of how much sugar's in it.
Okay.
As the final ingredient is to add a little bit of sesame oil, then to
always
reduce the sauce. I let it simmer for about 2 minutes, then I threw in some cornstarch slurry. Now all you have to do is to mix everything together and bring it
So usually you make the sauce, and then when you're I'm getting very technical, but usually you make the sauce without the sesame oil. But as you're tossing it with the protein, at the very end, over a very high heat wok, is when you put in a touch of the sesame oil.
Okay.
to a simmer, and whenever you are happy with the consistency, taste for final seasoning, because once you have done so, the orange chicken sauce is now done. To finish this up, all we have to do is to throw it into the chicken, mix everything well and combine, lay it down on a plate, and finish it up with some sesame seeds. Now I have no idea which one is gonna taste better.
So to get some more wok hei or intensity of flavor, like deep caramelization, you actually want to toss the sauce and the chicken in a wok over super high heat just for a few minutes. And that'll actually significantly improve the flavor.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, I wouldn't have never even thought of that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
big part of it. It's like it's literally seconds. You fry your chicken in one wok, and then you put together your sauce in the other wok, and just right before you serve, chicken goes in, turn up the heat all the way up, touch of sesame oil for fragrance, and onto the plate. And it kind of like quickly reduces the sauce and intensifies the flavor and gives a lot more caramelization.
The real orange chicken or the Fanta chicken? However, we are about to find out right now. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to eat. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful
2K.
chicken today,
Leo.
gentlemen.
Chicken.
Wait, what?
I love chicken.
Do you go like, I crave a chicken so
I do.
bad.
For chicken parm, yeah,
I know
do
Guga
that.
is not a chicken fan.
He's not a chicken
Is
fan.
not a chicken fan.
No. But he's wrong. Sorry.
Well, sometimes chicken's not the right one, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it depends.
But I definitely crave chicken.
I like chicken.
I like a good, like Peruvian rotisserie chicken.
Kind of like
Or-
one of your sandwiches at Mission.
That Mission Sandwich
That's
Social,
right.
326 Bedford Avenue. Hell yeah, good segue.
You?
Not chicken, no. I feel that way about steaks a lot. Chicken is very bland. It's very normal. You have it all the time. There's nothing special about chicken.
That's what I said. If you have it all the time, like literally, every day, every single day,
And the next day, and the next day,
day after day,
and the next day.
then it becomes boring. But hopefully this one is not gonna be boring, because I wanted 2K to be in this video specifically. What is your favorite chicken from Panda Express?
Orange chicken, hands down.
You see? Is it fair to say that you're the chicken man?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
He's the chicken man, everybody. What's your first video you ever appeared on?
Everybody go check it out. Cereal deep fried chicken.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're the chicken man, 2K.
What?
Chicken guy.
So here's
Yeah.
the deal.
What is that?
Well, it's very common to use cornflakes as breading for fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's good. It's good. Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
I don't hate it.
There's a little bit difference. This is orange chicken.
Okay.
Now, obviously, they both have the same exact sauce. There's only one ingredient that is slightly different than the other. So we're gonna go with this one here first.
Naked or with the sauce?
Let's go with the sauce. And then if we can't tell any difference, we'll go naked after. Okay, does it smell like?
Smells like orange chicken, baby.
Let's give it a try. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That was good.
This is way better than Panda Express.
Duke, I have to agree. That sauce is so good.
Have you ever had Panda Express?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
I have
What's
yet to have.
Panda Express?
It is Chinese food.
Fast food, Chinese food.
Yes, fast food Chinese
Yeah.
food.
It is. It's a very interesting experience because I know it's not really Chinese food.
Yeah.
It's nothing like
Well-
what my mom cooks.
Right.
That, hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Maybe one time we can get some of that Panda Express.
No. Sorry.
Oh, so you haven't had it by choice?
Yeah, by choice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
haven't
Yeah.
gone near it.
Because sometimes like when we're at malls, like I'm with my parents, like my mom will ask like, "Hey, do you want to try out some Panda Express?" And I'm like, "Mom, are you really asking me this right now?" And she's like, "No, why not?"
I listen.
try it out.
If I had no choice, and if I was, I don't know, traveling with the band, and I had to choose between McDonald's and Panda Express, I'll probably go with Panda Express. I'm not above it. It's just every opportunity I've had to try Panda Express, it was a better option.
I actually like
Hey, Dad.
McDonald's.
Oh,
You like Panda Express?
No, McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's? Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dad,
Yes.
Dad, I think I would choose Panda Express because every time I go to McDonald's, I eat soggy French fries.
You just got to ask for new
Soggy.
ones.
Huh?
You can go up and ask them and say like, "Hey, these are a little cold. Can I get new ones?" Give it a shot.
Or maybe it's because you bring it home, and by the time you eat it at home, it's not fresh anymore.
Well, but before the app ordering era,
Yeah.
we would order in person and like it would be 20 chicken nuggets. They used to have a 50 bucket
Yes.
and I think it was like $13.99 or something, and it
I
was
think
like,
it was like $4.99 at one time
Yeah.
for 20 nuggets.
right?
Yeah.
No, for 20, and
Oh,
then
for-
the 50 bucket. They like had a 50 bucket meal with 2 large fries and 2 drinks for like $15.
That sounds pretty dope.
And it was
It's,
definitely
I the last few times I've had McDonald's over the past few years were not good experiences. So I just
it's a little
completely-
different now. Yeah.
I totally gave up on it. As a kid, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. But yeah, last
Yeah,
few
same.
times.
Same.
Last
When
few
I was
times.
when I was younger, I used to love McDonald's a lot.
Yeah. Do you still like McDonald's? No.
Huh?
No,
That's because who makes the best burgers?
Dad.
That's right.
It's like a little bit sweet, a little bit tangy, a little bit deliciousness. The chicken is quite crispy. What do you have to say, description guy?
Caught me off guard. I was getting ready to go into it. I wasn't expecting an intro like that. I was totally thrown off guard. Now I have to react. I really like this chicken here. I agree that it is better than the Panda Express one. The breading is nice and crunchy. What I like the most is the sauce. Sometimes from Panda Express, their orange chicken almost tastes like a little bit artificial. It
so
tastes a
that
little bit too
sauce-
sweet.
That's not the Panda Express sauce.
Yeah.
Maybe I think he's adding a lot more better ingredients.
100%.
Yeah, whereas it's almost like a liquid gel
Right.
that they put on Panda Express.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not quite like this, but just some inside information to these scenes. Leo and Angel are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like what you see on camera, like they are like that in person.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
some of the nicest people
Yeah.
I have ever met.
Yeah.
They are awesome.
Shout out to the Guga team.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are great, great human beings.
It was
Love
great. And it was funny because it's like I had seen them on camera for so many years
Yeah.
and then I met them in person and I was like, holy crap, you guys really are the same way
Yeah.
in person
Well,
as you are on
it
camera.
was funny when I first met Leo. He was sitting on his computer, and I walked into the editor's room. And as soon as I walked in, I saw Leo. I was like, "Oh shit, you're Leo!" And ever since then, Leo liked me. He's like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
how you doing?" Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. He's been there from almost the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
almost
Yeah.
the beginning. Yep.
Yeah. Amazing.
They put some things in there that give it a little bit of an off flavor, but this tastes
That's probably the tang powder he's talking about.
Okay.
He's saying the real Panda Express, there's like an artificialness, something like that. Notice Guga in his orange chicken sauce, he put orange zest in it. That's
Right.
going to give you a lot more natural orange.
Yeah. Are those
flavor.
like shaved orange peel?
Yeah,
Like,
the skin,
okay.
yeah.
It's really like natural, really homemade, really delicious. It's just a kind of like more homey feeling.
This one, the orange flavor is just a nice addition to the chicken. Also, I like the crispiness of it. Orange chicken from Panda Express sometimes is a little soggy,
Yep.
which I don't like most of the time, but this one blows it out of the water.
That was good. That's our
If I'm
base.
not mistaken, Panda Express, typically everything's made in a batch, right? And they're hot held.
I think
When
so.
I walk by a Panda Express,
I
that's
think
what I
so.
think I see. So if it's not fresh, that's why the breading's not going to be crispy.
Line, I want to know if the second one is going to be better, worse, or if there's a huge difference or not. Okay? All right, let's dig in, please. Notice the shape is completely different too.
Yeah, they are a little different. These look more plump.
These chickens look like brains.
Maybe that's experiment, Leo.
That's the soda getting into the actual meat.
You're like,
I also think it looks more plump because it was sous vide and it was flash fried,
Ah, okay.
right? So it caramelized a lot faster. It didn't penetrate on the inside of the meat too much because it didn't need to sit in there. It was already cooked via sous vide.
lying to me right now.
Let's find out right now. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
But this is amazing.
Okay, there is a little something right at the back end of it.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like this one is sweeter compared to
Yes.
the other one. It's not like crazy sweet. It's not like you're drinking sugar. This one screams more like orange chicken to me than the last one we tried.
I agree. This has more orangey
Flavor.
That's the artificialness. But
Okay.
when you use soda as a flavoring, again, especially in protein, there's so much water in protein, it's going to mellow it out. So it's not going to taste like soda when you eat it.
Raspberry lemonade chicken.
Raspberry lemonade chicken. That should have been your sandwich special.
There we go.
I know. For real. We have a sandwich special, which we are going to release. Dr. Bernard and I have yet to figure out when that's going to be, but
Chubbyemu sandwich.
yeah, Chubbyemu sandwich going to be available at Mission Sandwich, and there's also going to be an episode of Sandwich Smackdown to come. No release date yet, but we're filming that tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, will be a lot of fun.
Amazing.
But now you've I don't know. You may be the first person to have 2 signature sandwiches.
Oh, all right.
Now I'm curious.
Well, yeah, because it's like raspberry lemonade, right? And then if you do it on like I don't know, maybe a sandwich or a salad or something like that. And then there's also cream soda. Cream soda chicken.
It's going to be a little harder to convince me on the cream soda one, but I will give the lemonade raspberry a shot.
Okay.
I actually think I could do something
as like
that.
Crystal Light. Like that's my favorite one.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right.
I think I will go get a bottle of Crystal Light and do a little research. And report back.
Nice. Okay.
Flavor.
Yeah, I have
Isn't
to
that
agree.
weird?
I want the audience to know, like, we say orangey flavor. I don't mean it tastes like orange. Like, I don't taste citrus in this. In my head, if I think of orange chicken, this chicken
aroma.
tastes more like orange chicken than that one.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I thought there was not going to be that much difference. Because when they suggested, I was like, come on, man, this is ridiculous.
What did they suggest?
Here it is. Here it comes, boys.
So this one here and this one are exactly the same. The only difference is that this one was cooked first in Fanta.
What?
Why are you mad?
I'm more mad at the fact that I liked it. That's what I'm mad about.
Nothing wrong with orange
That's
soda.
super interesting. You don't get
Orange soda's
Fanta
good.
from it.
Right, no, not at all. Cooked on the Fanta is slightly different. It has more orangey flavor.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because the artificial flavors of the orange soda, aka Fanta, but it's better. You guys were right. I was wrong because I didn't think this was gonna do nothing. Anyway, guys, these are the results.
All right.
Well, so
There we
when
go.
was this filmed? This was 2
This
years ago.
episode
Was it
came
in
out
23
2-3 years ago? When they say 2 years ago, add
So-
another year. So
Can we click on and see the date? Let's see. I want to see
April
8th. So this was 4 months before I went to Guga's.
Oh,
And so I went in August of 2023.
Yeah.
And so I remember because I had watched so many of the eating segments.
Yeah.
Because like I've been watching Guga for so many years up to that point, and then to actually be in one.
oh, it's
was
surreal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I couldn't believe it because we were like sitting outside in this hot Miami weather. We're like sweating, and it's like they were like, "Dude, we can only do it for a couple minutes because it is way too hot, and like we're gonna be sweating on camera." I think I was like still wearing my suit, and oh man, it was so good. It was as good as I thought it would be.
I don't
And,
remember what dish you guys did on his channel's video. Can you remind me? Maybe we can.
Was it like a pickly?
Guga. Well, I guess Dr. Bernard's just gonna have to come back to New York.
Yeah, that's right. Black garlic.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Black garlic.
Shit, we should have reacted to that. Sorry, guys. Write in the comments section you want Dr. Bernard back. He'll just have to come back to New York. All right.
Yeah.
Dude, so Frenchy and I have reacted to this
I know.
episode.
Yep.
Yeah. We had so much fun. Such a good. And now that I know that you
Yeah, I'm filming it. I told Guga what to do, and yeah, it was.
you're a good director, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
you're
you.
a good director.
And then there's like a scene at the end where he just like rips ass and
yeah,
just
yeah.
like farts for like a whole good 20 seconds,
Yeah,
and that's like the beef like shifting in the person's stomach.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep.
Well, we have dinner reservations. I really wanted to do like a quick little interview segment with
Yeah,
you.
we
but,
can.
we have to get this little one.
Okay.
Dinner and also our dinner reservations coming up.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know you're hungry. I'm hungry too, actually. But Dr. Bernard, we're just gonna have to have you back in New York sometime.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
whenever you can. But let us know in the comments what you thought. What do you think? How do you think Fanta would work in chicken? We'd like to know. And thank you so much for coming on. Before we go,
Thanks for
let
having me
everyone
on.
know where they can find out more about you if they don't already know.
Okay. You can find me on YouTube as Chubbyemu. It's one word, no space between the chubby and the emu, and the E is lowercase too. So if you're interested in medical videos, stories in medicine, I talk about the story of the patient and then what happened to them and how we figured out what happened to them. So they're mostly based on cases that I've seen in the past or my colleagues have seen in the past, or they've been published in literature. I had to change some of the details because there's not that many people doing some of those things. Like not that many people drink lava lamps and get sick. So you do have to change quite a bit of the details so that somebody won't see the video and be like, oh, that was me.
I found you on YouTube.
There you
That's
go.
me,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can
Yeah.
check child safe content or 10-year-old 10-year-old safe content.
Yes.
Dude,
So
I am
This is you?
yeah, that's
That
his
is me.
channel. Yep.
Yeah.
Subscribe to it, honey. Dude, I've been a big fan of yours for quite a while before we even got to know each other. So it's an honor to have you on here. Clearly, you and I can talk for ages and ages, which we're going to because we're going to have dinner at Le Ravage here. Thank you so much for being the co-host. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me on,
my brother.
Thank you.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. And with that said, I am not your typical chef, Brian Tsao. Subscribe.
Oh.
Chubbyemu.
Like and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys really soon.
Okay.
All right. Say bye to the wide cam. Bye.
Oh.